teach you about Teacher Radar. In the classroom, the teacher is to be actively looking for hotspots. Hotspots are spots where the children may have trouble getting along or sharing, or possibly doing something that needs adult supervision. Make sure you are walking around the classroom. During carpet time, you are watching them. During stations or centers, you are watching them. You are close to them, you are talking to them, asking questions, and getting to know the children while you are actively seeing what is going on in the classroom. Now, when it is time for the lead teacher to share the lesson, Miss Kayla would be sharing the lesson. The other teacher, which is the assistant, will sit directly across from her, level with the children, monitoring the behaviors on the carpet, as well as encouraging them to participate. Remember, teachers, we are actively watching the children and helping them engage in the lesson and learn.
I'm here to talk today about strong voice. Now, this is either establishing your authority in the classroom, or you feel like you've lost control of the classroom and your authority in front of the children while trying to teach. And so this is how to regain that back. Okay, so there's some things that you can do to signal a change and that you're trying to regain that position of authority with the children. So the first thing is called square up, stand still. So I might be leaning over, I might be sitting down. I'm just gonna stand up tall and I'm gonna square my shoulders. Stand up, square still. And I'm gonna pair that with not speaking. So the kids are gonna look at you and say, something's different. Why did she just stand up and why is she not talking anymore? And that's gonna cue them to look at you and be like, what is happening? So that is the first thing, just simply stand up, square up, stand still. The next one is called economy of language. Now let's just say you're asking them to be silent so you can continue teaching and they just keep talking. You're not gonna just keep talking louder and louder over them. You're gonna use economy of language, it's called. Crisp, clean directions. I ask you to sit down silently and listen to my directions. I ask you to sit down silently. And you're just gonna repeat that. You're not gonna say a million words. Crisp and clean so they understand the expectation so that they can be obedient and comply. The next one is called do not engage. So there might be an issue where a child is having a problem sharing or doesn't want to stop the activity they're doing. And so you're not gonna engage in a back and forth conversation. The expectation is you're sitting on the carpet with your friends. The expectation is this. So you're not gonna engage in a back and forth. You're gonna restate the expectation and then you're not gonna talk over them. Okay, and the last one is called quiet power. So think about if a police officer pulls you over for speeding, when they come to your window, they're not gonna start yelling at you. They're gonna stand there most times and say, do you know what you did wrong? So you're gonna use that same kind of quiet power. You're not gonna yell, you're not gonna try and talk over them. You're gonna use that quiet power, and sometimes even that pause and not speaking at all is more powerful than words. So try and use this if you're struggling with classroom management or regaining your authority when kids are at centers, are playing. Try and use one of these techniques.